Every day on my livestream, I play the Trackmania tournament Cup of the Day. It's a fun, daily competition for players of all skill levels. But in the highest division of the tournament, there is a lot of prestige for winning, and the caliber of the players is world class. In the past, I've managed to win the tournament twice. One time on accident, where I really had no business winning, and the other time on purpose, where I was clearly one of the fastest players. But what happened on the 2nd of October is likely something that will never happen again. This is the story of the greatest Cup of the Day I've ever played. As Cup of the Day started, we loaded onto the track. Blue Lagoon built by Stoopskiesel, a beautiful scenic map with vibrant colors. And right off the bat, I knew that there was no chance I'd be winning the tournament, because this was a Fullspeed track. A track style in the game where the maps often look like roller coasters, characterized by elements like loops and wall rides, and as the name suggests, driving at wicked high speeds. What makes winning Cup of the Day on a full speed track especially difficult is that there are Trackmania players who've spent years mastering only this style. These players drive perfect lines in every loop and wall ride. And then they speed slide. Speed sliding is the most important technique on any full speed track. When driving at over 400 speed, you can slide the car at a very precise angle to accelerate faster. There's a long explanation for why this works, but all you really need to know is that it's efficient, and that doing optimal speed slides can gain several seconds over the course of a race. What makes speed sliding very difficult is that as you reach higher speeds, the optimal sliding angle changes, and top full speed players will execute these angles perfectly every round. And the only way to beat them is to master speed sliding yourself, because if you're just a little bit off the ideal slide angle, they will completely destroy you. Cup of the Day starts with a qualifier, where you have just 15 minutes to learn the track and set the best time that you can. Afterwards, you are placed into a division based on your ranking, and in order to reach the prestigious Division 1, you had to set a time in the top 64. A task which is anything but easy. So full speed is not really my greatest style, but it's not the worst either. There are players in this game that only specialize in playing full speed tracks, and they are really good. They usually win whenever it's a full speed track. But I'll just try to be the best non-full speed player, if that makes sense. If I can beat the non-full speed players as well, then I feel satisfied. Do you want a speed slide here? I'm not sure. 0.4? 27th? Okay. Now it's getting harder and harder for me to improve though. 0.42. Ah, this... I need that speed slide to activate for a really fast time. .32? 37 though by Kanchika is very fast. I do not see where he gains 0.3 on me. Let's go! For me now, I think the main improvement is probably going to be a speed slide here out of the first wall ride. Like if you speed slide down, then this uphill speed slide again. And then what I did really good here is just go tight, and then it auto goes into a speed slide. But I don't think you can reduce the airtime on the jump in any meaningful way. Oh, you can go so low! Oh my god, that makes so much sense. Now that I first see it, it makes a lot of sense. You can go so low on the last looping. Okay, I think that's it. That day, the Cup had 2,300 players participating, and I had successfully gotten into Division 1, and was about to play a knockout match against the top 64. But before the match started, I quickly watched the world record and noticed that I was driving a suboptimal line in the loop. I realized that Kebi, who won the qualifier, drove a much sharper line to the left when exiting the loop. and I knew that if I implemented it, I could beat my personal best by a lot, which made me slightly more confident going into the tournament. The way the format now works is that everyone starts driving at the same time, in a race to reach the finish line. The slowest players get eliminated each round, and the last player standing is the winner of the cup. What this means is that you don't have to be the best player in order to win. You just have to make sure you're never the worst player. Going into the tournament, my strategy was to play as safe and consistently as possible, and just hope that my opponents would make mistakes. Ah, that's right. Not the fastest, not the slowest. This is not ideal, but it's not terrible. Don't tell me. Okay, we're fine. Apart from almost getting eliminated in round 4, my strategy was working out in the opening rounds. But soon, the battle for the safe spots came down to just a few hundredths of a second. And I knew that if I was going to survive, I couldn't afford to hold back. So I started stepping up my pace. Do you see this round? 43 players, and it's 0.7 between 44 players. 0.2, I think? Wow, my end was pretty strong. Okay, consistently getting a little bit faster now. If I can get a little bit faster than this again, we're talking. I need to get down to like 37 to have a chance at winning. Halfway through the cup, I was surprised by how well things were going, as I was getting into the top 10 quite often, and every round, some great Fullspeed players would get eliminated. But still, I was far behind players like Darkbringer, and it was hard to imagine I'd have any chances. But for the time being, I didn't have to beat them. I just had to survive one round at a time. Good pace. Ooh, we lost another Norwegian. Better beat the Swede, dude. Kebby almost won the qualifier. It'd take a miracle for me to beat Kebby. The speed should have me in here. Yeah. Top 11? Here it's about like the 1 to 2 hundredths of a second. So close. Kebby out! Oh shit, we got it! We beat Sweden, top 7. It's like almost only Fullspeed players left. Somehow, I now found myself in the top 8. And here the format changes to just 1 elimination per round. Looking at the scoreboard, I was surrounded by great Fullspeed players. Many of them had spent years mastering the Fullspeed style, and I felt way out of my league. In 9 cases out of 10, they would all completely demolish me. But on this exact track and on this exact day, I saw that I was able to keep up with them. And a potential win was only 6 rounds away, if I managed to survive. Oh no. Okay, we're in. Top 6, top 6. I think we can do this. Needs a couple good runs. Top 5. Dan is gonna be tough to beat. Dan is very, very fast.
Who do you think is gonna win Div 1?
Dan.
Oh no. Top 4.
Oh no, Link. Wirtual is in top 3. Wirtual does have a chance.
I have no idea how we're gonna beat Dan. I can get Gold Nugget with a great run, but Dan looks unbeatable right now.
Oh, but look at Dan, dude. He SD'd. Look at the speed diff. Look at it. Opens up the slide, opens it up. Golden Nugget with way more speed as well. He needs to go for an S4D if he wants to stay in, but it is Wirtual who goes for the inside line, and Wirtual stays in.
All right, good luck. Me versus Dan, the full speed player.
I'm pretty sure Dan is winning.
Me too, man.
He's gonna whip out a 0.7. Watch.
Oh no. Wirtual is at the start behind. That's not good against Dan.
Wirtual with a jump in the wall. That is definitely losing him some time. Doesn't go for the SD. And we see Dan with a much wider line. Wirtual goes tight. He must like that. Extends his SD here. Dan had to cancel his.
The speed slide by Wirtual. Oh my god. Oh my god, he has more speed than Dan. He actually, oh my god, he actually beats him.
Let's go! Holy shit! Oh my god! No way! No way we win those! There's no way! I just won full speed cup of the day! Against all odds, I had just won a Trackmania full speed cup of the day by 0.22 seconds versus one of the world's best full speed players. The last round was a true nail biter. I went really wide on the first drop down and temporarily lost a lot of time to Dan. At this point, some players were already typing GG in the in-game chat, thinking there was no way I'd recover. But with more speed, I slowly managed to catch back up. Out of the wall ride, Dan performed a beautiful speed slide to extend his lead. But after the looping, he crucially missed the speed slide in the downhill. And in this exact moment, I managed to pull off the greatest speed slide I've ever done. In prior rounds on the jump across the water, I could only manage to reach 640 speed. But in the final, when it mattered most, I held the exact perfect angle and reached 655, which was enough to catch up and overtake Dan across the final platform. Out of the 23 rounds in the cup, that was the only round where I won. In the 22 rounds before, I never once got first place, but I also never got last place. It's crazy to think about, and an event that will most likely never happen again. But for the rest of my Trackmania career, I'll be happy knowing that I somehow have this one full speed win on my record, which no one can take away from me. If you had fun watching this video, then subscribe so you don't miss when I upload new content. It would also really help me out as we are getting closer and closer to 1 million subscribers, which would be a massive milestone to reach. But that's all for now, guys. I will see you all in the next video, and until then, have a good one.